crafters, welcome back to my channel, Margaret Knob Designs, where I am going to be working on a design team project for Country Craft Creations. I was given this card kit from Simple Stories. It's called Simple Vintage Lakeside, and I love Simple Stories card kits. And I think that anybody who's been following me for a while knows that I like card kits. And the reason why I like them is because it's a kit that I don't have to think about. I can just make something that looks really cool, and I think that they turn out really fun. So I'm going to walk you through my process here today as far as how I handle the card kits and what I normally do. So it's going to be in a couple different steps with walking through and showing you what the cards look like. So first of all, you're going to get this kit. And I also got a packet of the enamel dots so I can use those on my cards. I'm also going to be using some of the dots and or squares, and these I also got from Country Craft Creations. So with the card kit, what happens is that it comes into this kit. You get this design. You know, I'm having a hard time talking today. I'm so sorry. You get the directions on a sheet like this. It's very easy and simple to read. You get 8 cards. You don't get the envelopes with them, but you do get the cards, so I usually fold those over right away. You get some chipboard items, and the nice thing about these chipboard items is that they are not as heavy as the normal ones that you would get with your collections, but they still are chipboard and they work well on the cards. And then you get these pages from the kit. You'll get items that look like this. Like this is one of the something that goes on the card base. These are extra items to decorate the cards, and as well as these items. This is what your card bases usually look like to put on your cards, and more card bases. So what I normally do is I take all of these items and I get my cards ready. I have my chipboard here, and then I take the directions. And what I do is I sit down, usually do it in front of the TV, and I punch out all of my cards. I punch out everything according to this this direction of what goes for this card, this card, this card, and so on and so forth. And I put them into my Ziploc bags with the actual card itself. And then once I've got those all separated, I usually have a little bit of a stack of some few leftovers embellishment pieces, and those I'll use on the inside of the cards. So I'll take you along, show you what it looks like when I have all my items packaged up in here, and then I'll show you what it looks like when what I'm doing as far as putting one of the cards together. So I will see you in a little bit. Thank you. Hi crafters. Well, I wanted to just show you where I'm at in the stage. Here is my directions, and here is my card kit. These are all the leftover ephemera pieces that I had from punching everything out. So I'm going to leave these in between here so that when I'm done with my cards, I can either add them to the front of my cards or to the inside of the cards to add a little bit more dimension to them. So my idea is I want to basically use this whole kit for the cards that it's meant for, and not having any leftover ephemera or pieces. So that's what I have left right now. And then I wanted to show you all my cards are in bags with the card itself, and I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to put the cards together, and I will do that off screen as I put these together, and I follow the directions exactly, and then you will see what's done. The only thing that I probably am going to change on here from what they tell you to do in the direction is I may use some foam adhesive on some of them. I'm not going to make them too high, but just going to take a little bit of time. The other thing that I wanted to tell you about is that on these pieces of the punch outs or the ephemeras, sometimes they have little nubs on them, and I'm sure it's real hard for you to see. I usually always take my little scissors and I just go along them. I had tried using a nail file, and I found this to be a lot more effective because I just clip any of the really small little nibs, and if there is that nib on my piece, like right here, I just snip it off, and usually there's only a few on each of them, and then that kind of cleans them all right up. So alrighty, so let's get on to getting the rest of the cards done, and I will show you what they look like when they are all completed. Alright, see you in a minute. Hi crafters. Well, they're all done. Here they are. I've got my, I used my dots as well as some of my foam adhesive on my cards, and went through all of my, all of the directions, and completed every single one of these. And I also used the leftover items on the inside of my cards. So let's go ahead and let's take a look at them. And here you can see I used some foam adhesive here and then some foam adhesive over on this side. And I added an extra fish over here. Here are my enamel dots on here. And then on the inside I just added some of the different wildlife to make that a little bit more interesting on the inside. And this one I love it because of the frog. So didn't pop up on this one because there was a lot of different areas on this card, and then I took some of the additional items and put them to the middle of the card. And here we go, another mushroom one, and with our dots on there. These cards are so beautiful. They just really turn out so nicely. I popped this up on my with some adhesive, but you can see that nice layering effect that we have, and adds a little bit more to my cards. And then we've got this one, some dots here, dots up here. I added an extra piece of ephemera right here, and then added what was left over here onto the inside. And then there's some of them that were landscape design. You can see that. And on the inside I had, again, a few pieces of the ephemera left. And we've got another one here with the moose. And I think I didn't use any adhesive on this one, or the foam adhesive. And then I added leftover ephemera right there. And then we've got this pretty butterfly one, and I added my orange dots on here with the layering. And I had one of the chipboard pieces left over, added that to the middle. And then our final one we have with our little froggy and the different items added to it. And I added some of my leftover pieces in there. And that is our cards for this kit. I think they turned out beautiful. One of the things that I will do then is once I have all of these done, I usually will take some some envelopes from my stash. I usually keep some envelopes to use, so I've got some green ones, I have some teal ones, so I will match these up with the envelopes and then put them into a plastic. This isn't the same bag, but I have some plastic bags that I put them into, and to make sure that these you know, none of these items get knocked off, or, you know, like in my basket where I keep my cards at. So this is what we have, and I hope that you enjoyed this little tutorial. It's not really a tutorial, but just kind of information on how I do a card kit. And I hope that this was enjoyable for you and that you got a couple tips or tricks out of it. So thank you so very much, everyone, and I hope you have a wonderful day. Thanks for spending time with me. Bye.